Good morning, Gina. Oh, Gina, that means Gina's been up all night. Good morning, Tessa. I'm fine, totally upside down in sleeping though. How are you? I figured. Oh, let me go put all chat. All chat. Oh, there. All right. Here. Are you sending an ornament to Holly for her tree? I must have missed that. How did I miss that? I mean, I just saw that she wasn't feeling well and she's taking a little break, a much needed break. I missed that whole, I mean, I don't make ornaments. I guess I could whip one up or figure something out. And then, hold on, I'm sorry. Good morning, Deb. Good morning, Tessa. I think I got everyone. So I guess I should go right to that other thing. Let me put my last cement, well, it's not last, one of many. I am working on an upcoming video that I'm going to be making, but I'll give you a sneak peek of it. Why not? So, as you know, I was sent Halloween fabric and I hadn't been sewing with it because I've been all about the wheelchair and lap quilts. But I felt like last night when yesterday when I had my little group come after school, I was, teaching them new techniques and whatnot. And I wasn't prepared because, they had asked that morning, can they come over? And I'm like, sure. So then I had this bucket of an idea of charms and I cut 2.5-inch strips. So it's basically charms and jelly rolls you can use. And it goes by really quick because I sewed all those charms, was 3 packs, in like the hour and a half that they were here, getting them joined. And then this morning I put them together, made sure that the block all measured right, and I had all my measurements right because I kind of just made it up. So here we are. I'll show you. It's basically like a 4-patch with a 2.5-inch strip there and a 2.5-inch strip here. And I'm kind of going to just make a scrappy Halloween. And so that's what I've been working on because I felt like I needed a little bit of Halloween in my life for this moment. So I'm going to cut this off because I don't want to show you all of it. And I'm going to actually do a real tutorial on it because it is a fast and easy, quick project. If you have some charms and jelly rolls or you cut your own. I cut my own from the scraps. Gina, you may notice that fabric. And also Nikki may notice that fabric. Let's see. What did Nightbot delete? I don't know what they did, but whatever. Love the pattern. Good morning, Rebecca. I'm sending your stuff. I am. I don't know what's going on with Nightbot. Did Nightbot get one of you guys? Hello from India. Yes, I noticed that Halloween fabric. You do things and I pet. Good morning, Barb. Shirley, Nightbot is deleting your messages because it's all in caps. Okay, good morning, Shirley, but I didn't see Shirley on here, so not sure why Nightbot is bothering Shirley this morning. But here we go. We're here to see more lap quilts and more ideas. So remember, I overslept yesterday. And I was up in the middle of the night. I think she's in some crazy time out. I tried to untime her out. It says 600 seconds. I'm not sure. What's going on? But let me bring you. So you know that I had all these flying geese that I have been working on. Here we are. So I took these flying geese blocks, which we did together, and I was playing with them. And I thought, this kind of makes like a little pinwheely thing in the center. And then I put it out. And then I thought, oh, I can do like a potato chips kind of situation, possibly. So I started working with the blocks to see if I could, what in the world is going on here? Okay, excuse me. I'm putting people in as much time out as I possibly can. I don't know. Good. Someone delete them. Joydy will get them. So anyway, so I took this, put 4 blocks in here. These again measure 9.5 inches. And I'm going to put this together here because I remember doing some kind of supersized potato chip block using some poppy cotton where the center was one giant, it was like a 4 patch. So you took 4 9.5-inch squares, put them together, and then put these giant chips. I guess these aren't chips. These are not potato chips. These, I guess, are Texas toast slices. Maybe that's what we should call it, Texas toast slices, because they're big. I love that pattern, Leanna. 2 patterns I now need from you. Yeah, well, follow along. Take out. You're gonna have to have. I should start like making composition books that says Pastryqueen's Farm Adventures Notebook Taking Book Lessons. I don't know. So it could be like school. You open up at your composition book and you start writing notes that the teacher says, right? Because I didn't do anything. Texas toast. I think I have to call this Texas toast because these aren't really potato chip sizes. These are, what is this? This again was a 1:45 event in the morning till about 3:30. So this is a 9.5-inch by 5. So this little Texas toast, 9.5-inch by 5. I know. You know what I've decided to do? I've decided to bite the bullet. And when I go to festival, I'm going to go to the EQ 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I don't even know what number we're on booth, and probably purchase the software and start writing some stuff down so that you don't need a composition book. I think I saw Rhonda. Good morning. Oh, potato wedges. Oh, I almost like that better because it's a bigger thing. Because potato chip, potato wedges. Oh, I like that. Okay, I think we might go with potato wedges. I didn't think about that. Good morning, Pat. Good morning, Giovanna. Oh, let's see. The chat was going so fast. Okay, EQ8. You should get it. It's great. Well, yeah, but I first have to have tutorials and stuff. And well, anyway, I'm going to go over there to that booth, and that's next week. So I can write this stuff. Potato wedges. Okay, so we got potato wedges and not chips. Again, these are 9.5 by 5. And so we have our, flying geese situation going on. And then I'll put this together. And then just like potato chips, except for we're using potato wedges. Good morning, Lisa. We are going, and good morning, Dawn. We are going to sew these 2 together in here. So you know what? Instead of talking about it, let's just go do it. Let's just go do it. Here we are. So I'm going to take my 4, and I had these placed, I kept playing with these, and then I realized that I could make a big pinwheel in the center, and that's how, oh no, what did I do? Let's see, oh, here it is. Okay. And when I realized I could do that pinwheel in the center, I was like, oh, okay, that's how I started. I started fooling around with these blocks to place them differently. I did actually, yesterday, I had another stack I found, and I finally went through them. They just have to be trimmed down. So I have more of these flying geese. So there are going to be lots of different ideas that are be going on. But yes, this was a crazy middle of the night situation. And here we are. We're just going to go for it. And I like this because with the little lap quilts, I'm finding I'm becoming very creative on what I have. It's like, oh, what if I do this? What does this look like? Or what if I do that? That looks like. I actually had something else and my honey loved it, but I didn't have enough flying geese. So maybe now that I had made that part, you know, that big pile, maybe I can do that other thing that he saw. It was neat. I just felt like there was just way too many. I felt it that the seams were a little too bulky maybe. And even with this, I opened up the seams, and I'm going to show you on the final. I don't know if you can see there. These are opened up. These aren't, but these are. All right, so I stuck a pin in it. So if you have any flying geese laying around, or you just want to have a flying geese or make a flying geese, I think I gave you the dimensions last time for this flying geese, but I can do it again. Let's see. The dimension is 3.5 inch square. So the square that we offset it was 3.5, and the flying geese is 6.5, right? Let me see. 6.5 by 3.5. So any flying geese that's 6.5 by 3.5, and then your 3.5 inch square to offset it. And if you have an AccuQuilt, you can easily cut those 3.5 inch squares with your scraps. Just putting that out there. Oh, this goes this way. Okay, how would I put this? Yeah, all right. So I was even thinking like this would be kind of cool with a panel piece in the center, and then those potato wedges on the outside. That was a thought, and I hadn't gone through my panels yet, but I also received some chicken panels by a person, LOL Gina, that was really big, and I think I may be actually able to use them in something like this, that panel with the wedges. So look at that. So we have that center, and now that I'm looking at it here, I'm seeing lots of different pinwheels. I mean, I have the center pinwheel, but then I'm seeing other pinwheels. So secondary pinwheels. This measures, let's see, what does this measure? Let me get my big sucker out. This is a 15 inch. Oh, that's way bigger than a 15 inch. Okay. I should do the quilting math, right? I should know this because they're 9.5 inch and 9.5 inch. Let's see. I'm lazy this morning. So I have 18.5 inch. An 18.5 inch block. Oh, an 18.5 inch block. I think that is the size of these. Let's see. Oops. Sorry, I knocked you over, but look at these. Remember I showed you these? So maybe, let's see. No, they're not. They are not, but I could put a border around it and then do the potato wedges. Okay, so we have that. Now I'm going to grab my potato wedges here, and then I'm going to join them together. And put that on. All right, so we're going to join our 2 potato wedges together. Again, these are 9.5 by 5. Someone had asked me yesterday, how did I not wake up the house? I wasn't sewing. I was actually just cutting things up and kind of putting them on the board and cutting things down until everything kind of matched. All right. here we are. Let's grab this, and this chair needs oil. It's squeaking. All right, so we have this big wedge and this one, and I'm actually going to press that. I mean, I said it was 18.5, but I actually didn't press it. Pretty sure it is. And then here, this is not ideal. I would press at my pressing station that's on the other side of the room. Right now, we're just gonna go with the flow here. Okay, here we are. So we have our center. Now let's see, did I do it right? We're gonna take our two wedges here. And yes, I did. Those wedges fit right in here beautifully. I guess my math skills at 1:30 in the morning are not too terrible. I kind of recalled last time what I did was I took charm packs and layer cakes to make something like this. All right. So what I'm doing is I am moving my seam so it nests to the back of this. I think that's the only place that you have a seam that will nest. And my machine, okay, wants to unthread itself. Not allowed to do that this morning. Okay, so we'll put this down. I'm so used to using my antique machines. Now I trying to grab from back here, and there's no lever back there. At least I don't think there is. Oh yes, there is. All right. What is going on here? All right. I think I'm tiring this machine out. So this would go by really quick for a lap quilt. I think this would go by really quick for a lap quilt. So when I kind of thought about this in my head, I know that the width is maybe just shy of what I need and the length. But what I thought I could do is I could put a 2.5-inch border all the way around it to achieve the size that I need to qualify for a lap quilt, because I tried to add another potato wedge on the side and realized that now that's too big and too long. So I'm opting for a 2.5-inch border all the way around, again, to reach the size. And I'm going to have some folks come over on Friday after school again, and I may set up a sit and sew this weekend. I'm trying to figure out. I'm going to the doctor's this afternoon, so I'm going to figure it out after that appointment, because she may want me to actually not be crazily running myself. Good morning, Melanie. Good morning, Melanie. I am going to go back to comments in a second. I am going to press these, and this is the top and bottom. So the top is going to get 2 rows of wedges, and then the side just gets 1 row of wedges. So look, we have this. Now we know that we put 2 wedges on the top, which means we need to put 3 wedges on the side. So I'm going to grab my wedges. There we go. And put them together. And I just already moved stuff around. Again, you can do traditional wedges. It's just that, I don't know, I just decided I didn't want to have a bunch of tiny pieces to sew just because I have so many of these that need to get done. So here we are. And I'm going to open these up. And I'm just going to add to them. And wovens are almost like batiks. Like you can't tell, at least I can't. Some of them I can, some of them I can't. I can't tell which is the front and which is the back. And put my other potato wedge on here. This would also be, I think, great for a little baby's blanket. If you found a cute little tiny mini panel that you could put in the middle. That's around 8.5 inches. And cut that into a square. There we are. So I have my potato wedges. I'm going to go ahead and press them. And then we're going to put these on the side. And I'm doing this in, well, obviously I'm doing this in real time because I'm over here live. But you can see once you cut it up all the pieces, that this would go, this would, you know, you could put it together really quick. So we have that. And now we're going to put these on the side right here. And that should match. Okay, my math is working. It matches. So we are going to, you don't have to, I'm going to pin in a couple places. And actually one of the ladies who came over yesterday after school, she had to leave early because she found, she had a brother and it kept breaking down. One that, you know, she got at Walmart, but she loved using my antique machines that she found one on Facebook, and she went and she was driving an hour away to pick it up. It was a Kenmore, an old Kenmore in a table. And so I can't wait to get to school and talk to her and see how it is. I might have to go to her house to make sure that it's oiled and greased. I told her, let's not sew until we check that puppy out. Because I totally gave her the sewing bug, the quilting bug. She loves it. All right, so we have one side, and now we're going to put the other side on. Look at that. I'm going to put this, again, you don't have to pin, but I'm finding, it's so funny because for the longest time, I didn't pin a lot. I just didn't. And I'm finding now that it's better. It's better. It really is. I don't have as much shifting as I used to have with stuff. All right, so here we are. And we're going to go through here. So the pattern I was showing her yesterday, right, because we went from the Super 9 patch to making a 4 patch. So I gave her a package of charms that was donated to this and other charms I had, and she made 4 patches. And then I pulled out layer cakes, and I'm going to teach her how to measure her blocks. Make sure that they all measure around 9.5. If they don't, we're just gonna put them to 9.25 and she was, because she's still working on her 1/4 inch. We're gonna make it work, and then we're gonna take layer cakes, cut those down, and use them alternating. All right, so look at that. Now there's only one more batch of chips we need to do, which is, wedges. And they're the ones that are gonna go on the top. So before I iron this, let me go see what's going on here. I think I saw Sean, but I'm not sure. Let's see. I'm gonna bring you all here closer. Ooh, lots of wonderful chat. Okay. Here we are. Oh, and I bought some, I think some of you know, I bought some Jennifer Long fabric on Monday. Okay, so here we are. Good question, Tessa. I'm going to go back. The blocks, let me go. Oh, wow, way back. I'm bringing you closer. Now you're seeing everything first thing in the morning. Banana Joe. All right, here we are. So we have Lisa, I think that's where I left off, from Alabama this morning. So we have Dawn here. Gina says, Leanna, there is some kind of special deal that celebrates Tula Pink's 50th release of fabric on Saturday night. Are you going to do that? I had no idea, Gina, that there was that. So I have no idea what I'm doing Saturday. Probably long arming some of these lap quilts. Saturday, where would I find such a thing? And I know it's going to be at the bottom of my chat. All right, let's see. We have, Giggles is here. I'm going to assume that's your nickname, Deb, right? And Banana Joe is Giovanna? Houston International Market Festival. Yvette Renee was talking about it on her channel because she's going, although I thought it was this week. And so I'm going to festival, and then there's something called market. So I did kind of see that last night when I was perusing this morning about Yvette, but I didn't watch the whole thing. So she's going to market. So that's this week. I can't do both. I was invited to go, but I just don't have the time at work. So no, I won't be doing that. I'll cross that off. How are you this morning, Leanna? I'm okay. Tired, but okay. Good morning, Pat. Lap quilts for wheelchairs are a blast. I'm cleaning out fabric and making them fun. Yes, I am too. These blocks look like wovens, are they? Yes. It would be great in a primitive gatherings flannel. Yes, it would. And so I know that my thumbnail says flannel because that's what I had this morning, but absolutely this would be good in flannel. Leanna, did you start reading the ghost book to the kids yet? No. So now, because it's become such a big thing that the 5th graders want me to come in and read it, the 5th graders, and want me to bring my quilt in, now there's going to be a schedule, like if I was a special presenter in the school. So I'm getting a schedule put together on the reading of the books, and the kiddos they can't wait, because I had this one little girl, she left recess to use the bathroom, but she really didn't want to use the bathroom. She really wanted to come to my desk and look at the ghost quilt. And she says, can I peek in the book, Miss Nieves, please? I was like, yes, you could peek. So she came and she started peeking. It was quite funny. Yeah. So that is happening. Okay, what about writing these instructions in your community tab in the information for this video? Good point. Because Gina, next week I'm going to be at festival, and I'm hoping that I'm going to get this all loaded in, right? This software, and figure it out and just have it available for you all. Good morning, Sheila. The Tula event this Saturday. Yeah, that is for a festival. Good morning, Melanie. Hey, ladies, yes, I know you have to get those kiddos ready. That is when the brain is braining better. Yeah, at 1:30 in the morning. My math skills any time of the day are not good. So we are up to Tula Pink's event is at the Houston Quilt Market. Yes, it is. I just won't be there. Definitely won't be there. Um, Joyce, good morning. You know what? Autocorrect corrects my names in many different ways. Watch Yvette's video today because she's talking about the weekend. I watched half of it this morning, and then I ran up here to start sewing. Um, yes. Well, since I'm going to festival, I'm not taking any workshops or anything like that. So, I mean, I may be bringing back a haul, but maybe not. Trying not to bring back a haul. Sometimes it's hard. Um, Mostly for festival, for me now where I'm at is going to be mostly, I guess, what would you call it? Marketing? I don't know. I'm going to be in the Fabric Cafe booth all day Saturday, and I do have the luxury to meet all of you who are going. I will have some meet and greets in different, booths. Let's see. But if I see something neat, I will absolutely look. I'm just not going to have so much time to peruse everything like I did last year. I love shopping. So we have, I think I'm up. Oh, me too. I love Mac Couture's tours, MA Couture. Well, so last year I asked if I could go live in their gallery where they have the quilts, the gallery of quilts. So I am allowed in there a whole lot earlier than the public because I actually have an exhibitor's pass or whatever you call that thing. So I have access to that festival basically all day and night. There's a big hours that we can be in there in the exhibit room. And so it was nice because when I went live last year on Facebook, I didn't have a whole lot of people. It was just basically myself and maybe one other person. So I'm hoping to be able to do that this year and stream it on YouTube this time. It will not be streamed on Facebook. What do you teach at school? So at school, I used to be K-3, but now I'm in a building that's K-5. But I still mostly right now help all the teachers between kindergarten, second, and special ed classes. Whatever they want, I do. Right now, my work was so funny. It was like slow. And I'm like thinking, why was it slow at the beginning of the year? It's normally busy. And I remembered because before we moved, I prepped a lot of the teachers because they weren't sure where they were going to be at the beginning of the year for their beginning of the year activities and getting them all situated and planned out. So now the work is like loaded. So when you come to my area, I now have like this long list of prepping to do for the teachers, as well as, the art teacher now coming, and she read the book and she looked at the quilt, and now she wants to do a quilt with the kids, some kind of art activity to go along with it all. So we will be doing that. Let's see. She shows at the quilts, but speeds up at vendors. Good morning, Sean. Sean's up early. Well, maybe he's up early every morning, but I know he works. He works like I do. Pinning is winning. Oh, I like that. Pinning is winning. Oh my goodness. Good morning, Rhonda. Oh boy. What is that? Do you have a favorite pin? I do, and I need to buy more of them, but I'm not going to buy anything until I go to festival. I love these pins right here. These magic pins, they're the piecing. I think no, they're not the piecing. I don't know what number this is. I bought these by accident, but they're super fine. Look at that. And I just love them. I bought magic pins here that are these, and I don't love these as much. Okay, this is my review. I guess this is my review on magic pens. I love these. I guess I'd have to look them up to tell you what this model is or this type. And then I bought these here, and these are okay. Actually, I love these when I make binding, because when I do the economy binding, I have a special way of doing it, the Fabric Cafe one. And I love these for that because I use them to poke down. You'll have to peruse through my videos if you want to see that. And I love them for this, but for piecing, they're okay. But I don't know, these are smaller. I don't know if you can see, they're smaller and they're just thinner. These are a little thicker and they're not as flexible. Then I have these, and I can tell you, I really don't really use these. I tried to use them when I did my binding, but it just became too much. So yeah, so these are like my binding pins, and then these are my piecing pins. I just, what did we get from So Sampler? Little house pins, and they're nice and sharp, but that little tiny like little ball at the end, it's klutzy with my hands. So as much as I love how sharp they are, yeah, I drop those all the time. I can't get a good grip on them. I like the Clover silk pins. I think I have some of those. It's like they're like blue, right? The blue flower pin. It looks like a little flower. The only thing is, if those are the ones that you're talking about, do I have them right here? I had a package here at one point, but I might have put them somewhere when I left on one of my trips. They bend really easy. I totally like that pattern. Thank you, Linda. Good morning. Let's see. Sheila, are those Clover, the glass head pins? They're pretty ones that you iron over. These are the ones that you can iron over, Gina. All these. That's why I like them, because when I make my binding, my economy binding, you know, that's a really thin piece. That's a 1 1/4 inch piece. So to not burn myself, this is how I do it. Clover pins do melt. I think Clover pins look like this. I have them over here. They're like, well, this may not be a Clover per se pin, but it's like that. And the ones that I think are silk are blue. They're like a light blue and a dark blue. And I had packages here. It drives me nuts because I know I did, but I must have put them somewhere. I bought a whole bunch of them because I do like Clover pins as well, but they were too much. Like they were bending on me too much. Working is interfering with our good time. I know, but they're paying us. I'm right with Sean. I'd love to be home all day. 5th graders, yes, they are all about this book. They all about this book. So we're doing it. Leona, you are great for giving everyone the heads up and sneak peeks, like the last year's Soft Square Advent. I will be doing that. I don't have the Advent in my house, and Lynn is like buttoned up. She won't tell me anything that's in it, not even a little hint. They are red and white. Okay, then I don't have those. I only have there like a dark blue and a light blue. I've not tried ironing over. I have, and I get like a little like skid mark across my ironing thing. So yeah. Did you? No, nobody. That whole thing about people getting their Soft Squares Advent box, that was a mistake. She had ordered something and Lynn put it in an Advent box. She did that to me yesterday when I opened up my Soft Squares. It said Advent box all over it, and I was confused, and yeah, it wasn't an Advent box. Speaking of work, better head, yes. Bye, Sean, but thank you for visiting. I appreciate you. Lynn and Marlon are not. Oh, yeah, no, they're not taking subliminal messages either. Absolutely. Oh, a lot of people have. They've received the MSQC box, tempted to peek. I will tell you why I don't order that in a second. And there's nothing against Missouri Star. It has nothing against them, but I'll tell you why I don't reorder them or ever order it. Because I've watched a lot of box openings. The only thing I want from MSQ last year was the ironing trivet thing. I really thought they would sell it, but maybe in a different color. I opened mine to check that all of the packages were there. Yep, everyone's got their MSQ. Those are good pins. I like them. Let's see. I did good with... So the reason why is I've watched a lot of box openings, and all the stuff is great. Jenny is sending you all fantastic stuff. But I kind of really don't want tchotchkes in my Advent box that I have paid that amount of money for. I know you're going to get tchotchkes. We're probably going to get tchotchkes with Lin's. We're probably going to get tchotchkes with any other stuff, right? But I want it to be heavy into quilting stuff and lighter on like the ornaments and the embroidery. So she gives you a great box. Jenny gives you a great box. I'm going to admit it. She gives you embroidery in the past years. She gives you ornaments. She gives you templates. She gives you fabric. She gives you plates and saucers and all kinds of stuff. But for me at this moment, I feel like my sewing room is toppling on top of me, that I'm going into my dining room and now into my living room. So I can't deal with any more tchotchkes. Even though they're super cute, and yes, I want them, I have to do, yeah. Aren't those consistent applique pins, Leanne? I have not considered applique pins. I have no idea, Gina. I will look it up. I have no idea. I just know they have a mint green top. They have a shorter, pin area, and they're flexible, but not so flexible that they bend. And they're super sharp, and they just go through everything. I've heard of the little house pins are good. They are, but the little ball kills me. Oh, and I have to tell you something too. I brought them with me on vacation, and the little holes in the featherweight, I pulled out one of those little house pins. It fell from my fingers because I can't get a good hold on them. And there's 2 holes in your featherweight where you can put stuff like attachments and stuff. Fell right inside. I went, stopped everything I was doing because I didn't want it to ruin the machine. Literally had to turn the machine over, unscrew the bottom, find the pin, and I did, take it out, and then lesson learned, do not use little house pins with a featherweight because the little tiny glass head falls right in that little hole. Just putting that out there. So if you have holes in your machine, make sure it doesn't, because we're lucky that antique machines, they made them so that you could unscrew the bottoms. These machines, no, you would have to take this in. I wouldn't recommend if a pin fell through one of your holes that you try to finagle it. You'd have to take it in to get service. So heads up on that. You're gonna I'm hoping Lynn put that large sweater template in the box. What large sweater template? I guess I missed that. I already got my MSQ, could not wait. All I have to say is you won't be disappointed. At least I loved it. Well, I'm not disappointed, Terry. There's fantastic stuff in there, but I'm going to admit this, and I love Lynn too. She put in some of those ornaments that are so adorable. They're so adorable, but I haven't made it. I actually have it on my washing machine because I figure one day when I'm in the kitchen, I'm going to sit down and I'm going to take the glue out because she gave you everything to do it and glue it. It's been sitting there for a year because I'm a piecer. I'm a piecer and a quilter. So, yeah. But I'm going to make it. Barb, now we understand. Leanna sent me an order in the Advent box a few months ago just to tease me. I was super... Oh, Lynn did. Yes, she did. I was confused myself this time around. Leanna, that's why I quit getting it. Yeah, beautiful stuff, but I have to pick my battles. I got MSQ last year, decided to try Martinelli's Enterprise this Christmas. Oh, Hello, Sue Ellen. How are you? Welcome to the channel and the chat. I'm sure you've been here, but good morning. I agree, Leanna. The majority of my stuff last year's box is still sitting in the box. And that's what I'm worried about. Molly, good morning. Same here, Leanna. I want the projects and notions. I don't want ornaments, stickers, etc., puzzles. I want fabric patterns, scissors, machine, needles, thread. Yep. So I bought the Ginger Quilter Mega box. She's got a Christmas box. She has more of them, so go check it out if you are just looking for a quilting box with the quilting items that you need to quilt something Christmassy, but yet have a couple of tchotchkes and stuff in there. Go check her Mega Quilter Christmas box. So that's what I chose as another Advent box. I chose that. Not sure if it's okay to say anything about it. Others might not like that. Probably not, Terry, because probably they don't want. I mean, Gina and I would love to know. Everyone else probably doesn't want it to know. Good morning. Yeah, Andrea from Arkansas gal. This morning when I was going through, I saw MSQ, blah, 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 Advent Bob. I was like, oh, is that the new one? I wanted to see it. I wanted to see this part. No, it was last year's. She was teasing us. I wouldn't have room for the MSQ stuff because I like all my Villain Grinch stuff. No, she had really great stuff. She really does. I am just really looking for more of stuff that I can use all year long in my Advent box. I give my friends the little tchotchkes. I don't want. Yes, that's true. That's very true. Jody, you have a good point there. As a matter of fact, from when I went through my sampler boxes and all the different things that were in there that I just didn't need or whatnot, I just told my friend, because I didn't ask her, my coworker, if I could use her name or anything, but I told her yesterday, now that you're going to set up a sewing corner in your apartment, I said, please don't buy anything yet, because I would like to help you out on your new adventure and journey into quilting, because I have things, I have pins that they sent me that I don't use, or I have too many. No, you can never have too many pins, especially if you find the ones you love. That's why I need to order some more of these. But I have pins and stuff to give her, for her to use, and tchotchkes for her to decorate her little corner. And that's what I do too, Jordy. I give away a lot of that stuff locally to people who are new into sewing, because it is an expensive, it sometimes can be an expensive hobby, and I want them to be able to have some of the things. I'm here for the spoilers. Well, we might have to have a separate chat, right? We would almost, that would be fun. We could do that may be fun. I give my friends the Gina, stop, I'm drinking coffee. If she tells us what she didn't want, she's going to tell everybody what's in it. All right, so here we are with this, and so right now this looks like a square. This almost looks like, let me see. Yeah, this is a perfect square right now where we're at. So we're at this part here. And then now we have we got to go back to the potato wedges, because I have not that long and I want to get this quilt done before I go to school. Let's see, let's get our potato wedges and let's get them going. It is an expensive hobby and space consuming one too. Yeah, exactly. And I kind of, it's funny because she said, like, I haven't sewn in years, when I told her about this new mission that I wanted to do. Well, I don't know why I use the word mission. This new adventure that I wanted to do with the nursing home and the, let me see. Did I do this? Yeah. The nursing home and these blankets. And so I'm so glad that she wanted to help out. She thought she was only going to iron and do stuff like that. She didn't think she was going to find a love and passion for it. as she has. Like yesterday, she was telling me, which I loved so much to hear. She's like, I had a very exhausting day. I said, yeah, it was a very busy, exhausting day. And she says, here I'm coming over to your house, completely exhausted, wants to go home, put up my feet and relax. And I'm sitting here sewing and having a ball and a time, you know, the time of my life, just sitting here sewing with you and just, you know, she says like the sewing is just so therapeutic. So I am happy. Let's see. So we'll put this one here because I don't remember what I did. So now I have, again, I've got 3 wedges going on the top, like I did on the side. And let's see, what did I decide to do here? Okay, yeah, I decided to put this one in the middle on both sides. And I cut actually that night, once I figured this out, I was still not tired, and I cut a whole nother, I cut a stack of wedges. Look at this. See, I cut a stack of wedges. Let me show you. I cut a stack of wedges for another one of these quilts once I go ahead and trim them to size. So here we are. We have now our last, and then we're done. We're just going to put this on, sew the top and the bottom, and we are done with our potato wedge quilt. Potato wedges and, I don't know, let's think. Potato wedges and spiral fries because they're like pinwheels. I don't know, potato wedges and I don't know. This because we have pinwheels, right? And we have geese. I guess it may just be potato wedges because I may just write it so that you can use anything in the center that would equal the size. I don't know how I would write it, honestly, but I'll figure it out. I may figure it out for like a bigger size as well. But I mean, you could just keep adding on to this and adding on and adding on and be totally good with it, you know? Here we are. So now I have the sides. Oh no, this is not the sides. I'm sorry. This is the top and bottom. Because there's only one layer on the sides and one row on the sides and 2 rows on the top to get to the size that we need to achieve. And again, I'm going to have to put a 2.5-inch border all around this because I think this is shy of 30 inches. And she said no, not any smaller than 30. All right. Next. I have to call Carmen from Carmen's Quilting because she was doing an advent box, but I think her advent box is different than how everyone else is doing their advent box. I think she's tailoring advent boxes to, like, each advent box is going to be unique and different from anybody else's. I think that's what she explained to me, so that we're all not Like some of us will be doing some of the same projects, but not all of us will be doing the same projects. But I do have to double check with her. And I will be at her booth probably Friday night. That's why I need to talk to her at the festival. Okay, here we are. Voila. Ready? I'm going to put it up. Here we are. I have to go down. Well, for me, go down. Here we go. So here we have potato wedges. Potato wedges and spiral French fries, maybe. Okay, so here we are. We left at giving people the presents. Good morning, Mirta. So now I was thinking of opening the MSQC box in November and SS in December. So I'll let you know, Gina and Sheila. Okay. It is a mission. That's true. Not impossible. Thank you. Sewing is relaxing for you too. It definitely is relaxing for me. Good morning, Regina. Linda, petting fabric and looking at patterns and organizing all of it is my therapy. Oh yeah, some days I just want to do that too. We can wait till November 1st. Yes, that would be next week. Joydy, for me, I think, what if I don't get the privilege of experiencing December? So indulge. Good point. Living in the moment. Sheila can wait until November 1st. Terry, I can't wait until tomorrow. Did you open it all in one day or day by day? And she said, yes, I opened everything. Well, tomorrow was an option for Sheila. And Joydy's cracking up because she should do stand-up comedy. Good morning, Michelle. Good morning, everyone. I love that pattern. What size is the top and bottom wedges? They're all the same. So all the potato wedges are 9.5 by 5. And these blocks are 9.5 square blocks. Let's see. Hello, Andrea. I have been here since the beginning watching on my TV, but I wanted to say hi. Hello, and I'm working on a Grinch pattern. Oh, you hear that, Gina? She's working on a Grinch pattern. Isn't that funny that when you don't have electricity, you want to sew by machine? I know. It drives me nuts. That's why I want a treadle. My honey's like, you don't need a treadle because you have a generator that you could plug right into. I made my own advent calendar, and yes, I opened it up several times. You're too much. Oh my goodness, my cheeks are hurting from laughing. Glad you are, Gina, you are hoot. I was thinking that. So my friend, my coworker, her whole thing, with the whole sewing, I was thinking, I told her, don't buy anything yet. Just continue helping me. And I was thinking of taking all of like my extras and stuff and wrapping them all and making her an advent box. I was thinking of that, Gina. In the spirit of you making advent boxes, and you said that you were doing that for yourself, I was thinking about that. Thanks for the early release of your patterns, everyone. Andrea is doing a mystery quilt on her channel. Yes, and I actually remembered to go to my community page and post about Andrea's mystery quilt along. So if you go, I don't know, it was 4 or 5 days ago. It was the last one that she had posted, maybe clue 3. So you can go there. Potato wedges and bacon swirls. Ooh, breakfast. Yummy. I'm hungry now. Giovanna. Loaded tots. Loaded tots. Maybe that'll be the next one, because maybe I'll do other things. Like right now I have this, but maybe I'll do something in the center, which would be one, maybe a panel. So if I do this in a panel, put the panel here and the wedges here, I could call them loaded tots because it'd be just like one giant tot, right? Maybe. We're just going to go with it. Yeah, I know so many good names. Me and my girls had the joy of opening up gifts and they enjoyed it, and they're not sewers, but they called shotgun on receiving some of the projects when completed. Oh, that's cute. I want a hand crank. So I found out something, and now I'm looking for a second featherweight because they make a hand crank for your featherweight. So you can convert like a featherweight where the motor's blown out and is not working, and they make a hand crank. I found out for a featherweight. So again, if you find one, you can convert it to a hand crank and then take it with me on camping when I don't have electricity. Leanna, that's a great idea for your sewing buddies. Starting out is hard, and especially even, yes. So, she's a new friend. I'm in a new building. She was like the first one that was just so friendly to me. And every day she checked in on me. And she's just a really nice person. She definitely passed it forward to me in a very difficult time, even though I'm there with staff members, I know, but someone from and a lot of them, it's not only her, everyone's very, friendly, but she just went above and beyond. So I kind of thought, oh, and then I could put fabrics and I could put patterns with fabrics. And so I'm getting all kinds of ideas. So I must have missed Joydy being nasty. I don't know what that was about. And again, Rebecca, you can drop your links. Deb, you can drop your links. Whoever, if you please make sure you promote yourselves. I'm just assuming that everybody here knows the Crafty Life with Rebecca and Deb, the Pug Mama Quilter, and Sean, the guy who sews. But definitely drop your links. Leanna, that's a great, okay, so I like that. I do not do a video last week because it was very busy, but I did email out clues 4. So I think I shared clue 3. To those who let me know were participating, hopefully I'll have time to do a video this week. Pins and clips. Yes, we talked about clips, binding. She goes, what are binding clips? Are those little things? So I don't have, actually I do have a little package and I haven't opened them up. We just got them in some kind of box. So I may actually take those out of my room there for everyone to use and snatch that so that I could put it in hers. So yeah, because it's nice. Single gal at home on Christmas, for a while, that may be really nice. Leanna Andrews sent out clue 4. 4 clues. Okay, so I'm behind. I don't know. I must have missed Andrea's clue 4, but I know it wasn't in a video. She said in an email. So anyway, I don't see Annette on here this morning, so I'm going to give Annette a call. Annette, who's always on here, our teacher Annette. Or maybe she's on here, but she can't type because of her arm. But I do want to check in on her and let her know that last night we were all sending her positive vibes. 4 more clues in one email. No, 4 more clues in one email. Okay, gotcha. I haven't even opened them up because I've been so busy with this and then been so busy sewing Halloween stuff. Not to mention, wait till you see all the stuff I got planned in the fall and for Christmas. Well, I actually haven't planned anything for Christmas except for Gina sent me the Santa Claus from Jennifer Long, upside down in the chimney. I think the kids are going to think that's a riot. So I will be making that, and that will be going up, and I'm going to try to find the book. Gina, if you know what book she used that was inspired that whole pattern, please pass that along to me because I'm looking up all kinds of children's books to go with that, that pattern. Yes, please do, Leanna. I think she's having surgery tomorrow. Yes, so if I didn't see her today, I was definitely going to contact her because, we're going to send all positive energy there that way. But here we go. We have this. That's done. This is the other one. I didn't even get to show you, and I have to get off because I just looked at the time. So this is just basic, just that same block we did together, and then I just put big pieces of fabric just to kind of do some things up. I'm going to look here. So, yep, she's going to get best thing about MSQ Advent Box last year was that I discovered so many new quilting channels when people were opening the gifts, including Rebecca's. Yes, I'll check that's true. That's true. I'll check it out for you. And she's very responsive. Are you talking about down the chimney pattern? Yes, I have the down with chimney pattern. Gina sent it to me and I am going to do it. Do I have an address for Annette? Yes, Gina, and I can share that because she has given me permission to share that because she takes donations for her classroom. So I can share that. I got that pattern so cute. I definitely want to do it for the kiddos. That I absolutely know I'm going to do. What I'm trying to do in my head, and this is what I say, but I don't know if it's what I'm going to do, as I open up the advent boxes, if there's projects, I want to try to just get to them so that they don't lay around. Gonna try. Fingers crossed. So, we'll see. Everyone, though, have a wonderful day. I will see you tomorrow at 7. I've got to go. I got to get myself ready for school. Like the little kids, I got to get myself ready to school because I can't say that my dog ate my homework and I slept in because clearly I haven't. I was just having a lot of fun with you all. So take care. I'll see you tomorrow. And let's keep Annette in our thoughts and take care. And I know someone asked what happened to Annette Regina. Annette had an accident at school. Someone accidentally in a football game, she got tackled. Accidentally. Send her address to me also, please. Send me an email because this is what happens. I get off of this and I get so busy at work, but I will see an email and I will respond to it because I will forget. I promise you I will forget because they keep me busy the moment I walk in that door. So take care. See you later. Bye.